I'm on go, no Diego. Solitaire. Earrings, they be shining, keep blinded. Ain't met up, yeah, I can't. Since I got rich, and she say I'm just cause I took her on the island. The money keep on piling. Talk to me, yeah. Better talk nice. Fall in love with the fettuccine and both that can't talk twice. Know they pray on my downfall. Everything I do, I gotta walk like. Let them in, jacket off. Rich, so I'm off life. God. Yeah. All these diamonds on me go, just like Diego. God. Yeah. All these shooters on me just go, just like Diego. God. Yeah. Got a dime piece with me, she gon' go just like Diego. God. Yeah. They don't play with me cause they know that I'm on go, no Diego.
Why you think we're the same? We ain't the same. I'm the type to do the hitting up. You the type to pay hitters. Why you think we're the same? We ain't the same. I'm the type to do the hitting up. You the type to pay hitters.
Yeah. First off, my name Toad, but it's really Tobe Chuku. Got a BM that keep my season, that keep me fruitful. Grew up wearing platinum FUBU on the southwest eating fufu. And a hammer that I keep don't come with nails. Look, I ain't know who Bill Burr was until I met the man. Half my married to the street without a wedding band. I done peeped that all these rappers won't be.
From the second largest city in the U.S., Los Angeles, California, we've got football as EA Sports coverage of the NFL is on the air. Today, it's the opener of the 2023 NFL season, as it'll be the Miami Dolphins taking on the L.A. Chargers. A new season of NFL football is here, and we're off in 2023 on EA Sports. And this will be our first chance in the new season to see the new fair catch rule for 2023. And this will come out to the 25-yard line. Throwing to start here is Tua. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Now the rookie third-round pick, it's Devon Achane. And he'll earn a couple of tough yards past the 30 to the 31. To avoid an early 3-and-out here on 3rd and 4. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. And he's just going to be short here, barely, maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
They'll try it now with Mostert. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th.
I'm laughing because I'm not so sure I would have made this call. I'm not so sure I would have said, yeah, let's go ahead and get this one, especially at this point of the game. but give him credit. He had a feeling and carried it through.
Yeah, that's one where you think, okay, if you're down, 2 minutes left, the ball's near midfield, you go for it. But in this stage, at that part of the field, but like you said, it worked. They fake the handoff. Now Tua. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. That's sacked by Khalil Mack. But defensively on the previous play, they gave up a pretty good chunk of yardage, but right there, they got a good portion of it right back.
And if we just flip it around from the offensive perspective, took a nice step forward, and how about a couple of leaps backwards after that play? They've got to figure out a big call coming up here to try and gain that yardage back.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Now Tua. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Well, such a great week one matchup here, the Dolphins and Chargers. And fairly or unfairly, these two QBs are going to be measured against one another probably for the rest of their careers. Remember, Tua was the number 5 overall pick in 2020, and Justin Herbert followed him at number 6.
And let's add on to it because Joe Burrow went number 1 overall. He's led Cincinnati to 1 Super Bowl appearance. Jordan Love, also a first-rounder, getting his opportunity in 2023. And Jalen Hurts was a second-rounder with Philadelphia, and he's made it to the Super Bowl. So all in all, quite a class.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. A good pickup there, a 22.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Setting to throw on first down is Tua. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. A small bit of adversity here on what's been a strong drive as they come up 2nd and 12. Tua sets up to pass it. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. Certainly worth noting he's now 1 catch away from 600. He's at 599 in his career. So play number 10 now coming. It's been a long opening drive, but this is 3rd down. Now Tua signaling to change things up. Tagovailoa going to try and throw on 3rd down. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8. Tua now on first down. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Joey Bosa. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Tua wants to throw it on 2nd down. Short throw to Smith. We're scoreless after 1. It's Dolphins football here as we begin the 2nd quarter, as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
Sanders' kick is good, and the opening drive for the Dolphins yields 3. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
After the field goal, here comes Sanders to kick it away. From his end zone, here's Darius Davis. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. Herbert and the Chargers now with a 1st and 10 at their own 21. Here's the 4th-year man, J.K. Dobbins. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. Play action this time for Justin Herbert. Flush to his right. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
I'm not quite sure what he thought he saw there, but the reality was certainly a much different picture than what he anticipated. And give credit to the defense. They were down on the flash when he broke out of there, and they forced him out with almost nothing to show for his efforts.
Ball on the 39. Here's the 2nd and 8. Justin Herbert looking to pass. Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Anthony Walker. And they will finally stop him, but a great return. Gets that football all the way down to the 16-yard line. Boy, he had to fit that into a pretty tight window over the middle. And, Charles, I think they were in zone defensively, weren't they?
They certainly were. Nice read on your part. And sometimes the quarterback isn't fooled between zone and man. Sometimes you're fooled by the type of zone that he sees. Because oftentimes those linebackers will vacate and run downfield with receivers. In this case, he played a pure zone and was in the wrong spot for the QB.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Looking to pass. Tua. Incomplete.
That's a really nice job there by the coverage, understanding that they're in a high-stakes situation. If he doesn't make a play on that ball, there's an excellent chance it ends up either as a touchdown or as a nice gain downfield.
The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Here's Tua. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Braxton Berrios from 17 yards out. And the Dolphins are able to add on to that lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead grows to 10-0. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. The Charger drive about to get going. And one of the things we like to hit on every year are the new rule changes. And we got a few for 2023. A lot are procedural, having to do with deadlines and roster construction and such. But the two kind of caught my eye, Charles. One is the option to fair catch a kickoff and have it come out to the 25 like it does in college. You like that?
I don't like it at all. I don't like it in college. I don't like it in the NFL. I want to have something different. And I really wanted the special teams coaches to be a little bit more involved. But I do understand why the league is doing it. They believe it promotes safety, and it's hard to argue against that.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Ramsey. Well, when I saw the pressure coming at him, that just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued. Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, and all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 37 yards. And the Dolphins are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that makes our score 17-0. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with it. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Back to throw here, Herbert. Open receiver, that's Hayden Hurst, the tight end. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Gonna throw on 3rd down with Herbert. That is caught. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first. And Johnston sent in motion. To the air again, Herbert. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Here's 2nd and 10. Herbert now. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Here's Herbert. And that'll be complete to Dobbins. Touchdown! J.K. Dobbins. 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Chargers are able to cut into that deficit. Extra point up and good by Dicker, and that'll cut the lead to 17-7. So after the touchdown, here's Dicker out to kick this one off. This taken in at the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. First down, Miami, as they get set to start the drive. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here. And
it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Now this offense in midseason form here in the opener. It's 1st and 10. 45 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. It's caught. Smith. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. Tua going to throw. Flushed out, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. So now after the sack, Tua and the Dolphins staring at a 3rd and long. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. So 4th down, Tua departs, and on is Jason Sanders and the Dolphin field goal unit. The kick by Sanders is good, and the Dolphins will add on to their lead. So a big play before the end of the half to get them into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
The Charger drive about to get going. And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything. On 1st down, it's Herbert. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. We'll see if week one fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. The Charger drive about to get going.
This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
It'll buy some time right. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a third down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down. And don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. And he fires one, but incomplete.
Well, if they have any designs on getting back into this football game in the second half, they're going to need to be much sharper offensively than they were on this opening possession. Not much happening here, and it'll lead to a fourth down.
They snap it to Herbert. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
So the fourth down conversion has him inside the 40 now, 1st and 10.
Here's Herbert. And he's going to be intercepted a third time.
And the Dolphins are going to take over at their own 41.
As they started that drive, I think they looked at the scoreboard and said, this is a manageable deficit, guys, but let's go ahead and start cutting it down right here. Instead, an interception happened, so a two-possession game might become 3. So as we get going here in the second half, this could rapidly reach the point where there isn't enough time left for a comeback if their defense doesn't bail them out.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. Here's Achane to start the drive. 51 yards rushing for him now to this point.
If you're in the offensive huddle, you're smiling after that play because you've certainly got them guessing now. 2nd and short, could they just hand it off for another big gain? Or did they take advantage of this spot to take a big shot downfield?
Throw left side, there's Schwartz with it.
First target, first catch, and a first down.
The 2 is going to change things up. Now Achane on 1st and 10.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
Watching that play unfold or watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. Complete. Smith has it. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 26. They'll drop to throw. Throw right side, going to be caught here by Waddle. And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line. Two and now on first down. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. On second down, Mostert. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Ninth play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on third and long. On play action, here's Tua. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Jalen Waddle, a 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Dolphins will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the third. Mike McDaniel, no hesitation on his end. He's telling his offense to go for two. They'll try and run it here. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of two-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation. This time, unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
The Charger drive about to get going. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Sliding out of the pocket. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Now it's Herbert. Escaping and he's going to lose yardage here. As they will switch ends as time is run out on this third quarter of play. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The fourth down play doesn't work for the Chargers. And the Dolphins get the football in great field position. Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down. Now back to throw. And he will find his man Schwartz. That's complete. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Back to throw here. pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. He'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Jonnu Smith from 19 yards away. And the Dolphins are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and that will bump the lead up to 26. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Well, here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Charger drive about to get going. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week 1 because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. So these fans just kind of beside themselves right now. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Meanwhile, Herbert's throw taken in by Palmer. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. On 1st down, Justin Herbert. Complete to Johnston here. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Herbert. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. From the 50, here's Herbert. That's the tight end, Hurst, with it. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Herbert on 1st down now. He'll swing this out to Dobbins. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give him a short yardage situation here for 2nd down. Up the middle, here's Edwards. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. Herbert off of play action. Rolling to his right. Got a man, it's complete. It's Palmer. Touchdown, Chargers. Josh Palmer, a 20-yard touchdown. And the Chargers get a bit closer. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And that'll make this a 19-point ball game. Here's Dicker now as he'll send this one away. And this will be a touchback. Berrios deciding not to bring it out. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. It's been a dominant performance to this point, Charles, and this is probably exactly how they scripted this and envisioned it. They got a 3-score lead, 4th quarter, and a chance if they want to continue to pour it on here.
It is their call, isn't it? I mean, the way that they have taken on this game and the way that they have carried this game and have dominated this game, you're exactly right. Do what you want.
Oh, looking for Waddle, but it's intercepted. And this one will be brought back to the 22. And
That's a ball that he is going to want to keep, his first career interception in the National Football League.
And I love what teams do when that happens. You bring the ball to the sideline, the equipment guy grabs it, he puts a piece of tape on it, writes on it so that you know what it is, and then they tuck it away so that you can have it for later and put it on your mantle. Pretty good deal for him right there. Now he's eager to get back out on the field and get his second one.
Here's Herbert now on second down. That's caught right side by Palmer. And the Chargers are going to have a first and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5. A shotgun snap for Herbert. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Josh Palmer, already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Chargers have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And they're able to cut this deficit down to 12. Now after the Dicker field goal, he's back out, ready to send it away. And this will be a touchback. Berrios deciding not to bring it out. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. Now they are really in the driver's seat here, enjoying this lead late in the 4th quarter. The defense does have all 3 timeouts, but at this point, doesn't look like it's going to matter much. And now the rookie's free. Inside the 20. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. A big play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Dolphins have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter. And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation. Knowing when it exists to go to it, they did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, get that water break and get on out there and play.
The Charger drive about to get going. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Herbert setting up to throw on 1st down. He's going to loft one deep left side here. He's got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Chargers. Josh Palmer finishing strong with 3 4th-quarter touchdowns. And the Chargers are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And that cuts this lead down to 13. So after the touchdown, here's Dicker out to kick this one off.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point as this one is all but over. A fight for it, and this is caught. What a catch. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
And if it wasn't over before, it is now. Looking for that one final first down. They got it and then some. And if they play things right from here on out, that should just about assure them a victory.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. That one looks like he'll throw here. This is caught. Touchdown, Dolphins. Anthony Schwartz, 29 yards. And the Dolphins tack on another score as they have dominated this 4th quarter. Tua and the Dolphins offense staying put. They'll go for 2. Tua going to try and throw for it. Dancing to his left. And this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the 4th. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you say, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnelled. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Well, CD, always a little extra excitement for Week 1, and one of our early window games here in Week 1 on a Sunday comes to a close. Good to be back in the booth with you, my friend.
And it's good to be back in the booth with you as well. And we know that not everyone's going to start the season 1-0, right? Half the league is going to have a loss on their record, but everyone's going to have to...
Stand up. Do the he say, she say, getting no delay, run it like relay, bro, you ain't got it like this. In my can't see straight, big fur jacket from eBay, looking timeless. I gotta let my skin fade marinate. We gotta toast up, celebrate. Everyone scream next up, but I'm the #1 candidate. Captain, I'm making key plays when I'm doing shows, gotta get all prepaid. What you? I'm on it, break, no side, no about these ways. I gotta let my skin fade marinate. We gotta toast up, celebrate. Everyone scream next up, but I'm the #1 candidate. Star boy excellence. Them other guys irrelevant. They all on. Zoe Kravitz half white, half melanin. Baby face and a white gold tooth cap. I treat the waiter nice, she love that. I mix the blueberry. It's not what I wear, it's how I rock that. If I can buy that twice, I'll cop that. Sweet 110, spot that, chop that. Tryna lock me, I have to tell her it's not that. Do the he say, she say, getting no delay, run it like relay, bro. You ain't got it like this. In my can't see straight, big fur jacket from eBay, looking timeless. I gotta let my skin fade marinate. We gotta toast up, celebrate. Everyone scream next up, but I'm the #1 candidate. I'm a #1 like you say, set page. Used to kick ball on the estate back then. T90s with the Levi's matching. Beats get wrapped like Futamaki, that's a sushi roll. I'm a young CEO, gotta do as you're told, gotta act your stat, gotta play your role. I was OT, all shutting down shows from
from A to B, long way to go. About time they know about me. Hello, the jiggle and clap, jello. I've been on top, where they at? Below, presidential flow, Marilyn Monroe. I got pounds, got euros, stacking them both. Do the he say, she say, getting no delay, run it like relay, bro. You ain't got it like this. In my can't see straight, big fur jacket from eBay, looking timeless. I gotta let my skin fade marinate. We gotta toast up, celebrate. Everyone scream next up, but I'm the #1 candidate. Captain's arm, and I'm making key plays. When I'm doing shows, gotta get all prepaid. What you? I'm on it, break, no side, know about these ways. I gotta let my skin fade marinate. We gotta toast up, celebrate. Everyone scream next up, but I'm the #1 candidate.
Yeah, if I did it, then I did it right. Yeah, this ain't happened for me overnight. Yeah, bet against me, you gon' pay the price. Yeah, down to business, I ain't playing nice. Yeah, so ahead of y'all, I'm out of sight. Yeah, when you pop it, they don't wanna slice. Yeah, greed and envy, that's a part of life. Yeah, mediocre, that just won't suffice. Better now than ever. Ain't no cracking under pressure, the boy's clever. If I did it, it was stellar, nobody fresher. Stop complaining, man, my head hurts. These catchy records, ain't nothing really but a walk in the park for me. Heard the catalog, you know I got some scars on me. Just getting started, you don't really wanna start with me. It's John Kill, I would sacrifice a heart in me. For family, high roller, but you wouldn't know it by the way that I wrote her. Career lifespan, looking good, it ain't slowing. One after another, man, I just keep going and going and going. Yeah, if I did it, then I did it right. This ain't happened for me overnight. Bet against me, you gon' pay the price. Down to business, I ain't playing nice. Yeah, so ahead of y'all, I'm out of sight. Yeah, when you poppin', they don't wanna slice. Yeah, greed and envy, that's a part of life. Yeah, mediocre, that just won't suffice. Keep myself grounded, that's a piece of me that I won't let go. No matter what level I reach, I promise to hold it close. Ain't gotta tell me this hitting different, man, I already know. How are you claiming we had a baby, we ain't never spoke? I don't be out here with random women on the road. They want a DNA test to prove it, I'm like, here you go. I could've saved you a bunch of time and told you the results. Looking for hush money from me, you ain't gon' get it though. Historic, rain on my parade, I keep walking and ignore it. Just part of the game, yeah, it comes with the territory. It's just another day, man, I'm used to it downpouring. It's nothing. If I did it, then I did it right. Yeah. This ain't happened for me overnight. Yeah. Bet against me, you gon' pay the price. Yeah. Down to business, I ain't playing nice. Yeah. So ahead of y'all, I'm out of sight. Yeah. When you poppin', they don't wanna slice. Yeah. Greed and envy, that's a part of life. Yeah. Mediocre, that just won't suffice.